doing barbecues with my friends. It's one of my hobbies. I like barbecue. And the third one, if I have some time, I'll just read a book or read something before or use the social media.
Hmm.
I didn't finish the 1 minute. Okay, I think.
Okay. Now that's a good example. I would give you around 7.5 to 8 for this kind of answer. And
Good.
move to next question. What do you like to do during your free time? 1 minute.
As I told you previously, when I have free time, which is as less as you, no, just when I have free time, which I get little. No. I just well, let's restart.
Mm-hmm.
I have very little. I have a little free time since I am a busy man. I work around 12 hours. But when I have a free time, I like joining my friends, be having dinner in a restaurant with my wife, uh, playing online games on PlayStation, or I'll read or use the social media.
You still have seven
That's good.
seconds, but you need to keep keep talking until they stop you. Uh,
Okay.
okay. What did you do last weekend? In this question, you need to make sure to use advanced level sentences and academic vocabulary. So, an example of this might sound like, for example, what did you do last weekend? Well, thank you so much for this beautiful answer. Last weekend was very tense to me in my academic study. I have been working, present perfect, with my professor to accomplish, the word accomplish is academic word, a research paper on language learning. Part of that is dedicated, so dedicated is related to academic context, is dedicated to some of my colleagues who have been working tediously with me to achieve that goal or objective of publishing an academic paper online in one of the prestigious magazines. Um, the only the only point that I missed from my activities last weekend was going to gym. If only had I have the time. So had I have the time, I would have gone to the gym. So I'm using complex, compound, complex tenses just to impress them and let them know that you know how to talk English using multiple tenses.
Okay.
Now, I'll ask you the question again. What is something you do to relax? 1 minute.
For when I when I want to relax, I uh, I don't know how to answer this question.
Well,
Just
that's
pass.
that's
I don't know how to relax.
sometimes you come across the questions that you need to
I'm
answer
stressed
whether
all
you
the day.
like them or not.
Oh, okay, so no, I'm just being with you, so I'll be free.
Mm-hmm.
When I want to relax, sometimes I go to bed just to sleep, or I go for a quiet, relaxing restaurant just to have dinner. Sometimes I just go and drink one or two shots just to. Uh, okay.
What is something you typically do on weekends? 1 minute.
You typically do on weekends? On weekends, the most important thing that I do is being with my wife, since I miss her because I'm working all the weeks, all the days, or let's say I'm working for 12 hours per day. So I miss my wife. So the first important thing is being with my wife. Sometimes we go for a lunch or a dinner to relax. I usually accomplish my house duties or home duties since I miss the house and I'm leaving I'm leaving home for around 12 hours. So I'll some most of the jobs I have to do will be accumulated.
Where did you go on your most recent holiday? 1 minute.
I did not have a holiday for around 2 years. It's since it was on my honeymoon. It
Okay,
was
tell me
in
about it.
December 2018. I've been in Malaysia. I visited Kuala Lumpur. Then I went for the islands there. I visited. I've been in two islands. It was there. They were Penang and Langkawi. Langkawi was the most beautiful island I've been in. It was just uh, beach, beach relaxing, alcohol drinking, and as you know, it was a honeymoon, so my wife was next to me.
Okay, perfect. Now, next question is related. Thank you. That was just in time. um, Last question is what is your job and what do you like about your job? For this question, you need to answer me in 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll talk about the one job. So it's just between us. Okay, I'll talk about my marketing job.
Okay.
Okay, Waleed? So
Sure.
I'm an area manager in LDP Torlan. It's a company. It's a pharmaceutical company specialized in antibiotic production. It's the cephalosporins. I'm area manager for Baghdad, Salahuddin, Ambar, and Mosul. I've been in this company for around 6 years. I'm responsible for many for around 15 medical representatives. My job is following up with my team and achieving or hitting the targets I receive from high level management. What I like about my job is visiting more governorates, meeting new people, good relationships with the most famous doctors in Iraq, and we have the cycle meetings, and they're just meetings when you meet many. We have the cycle meeting when we meet our team, and when we meet our team in an informal way.
Okay,
You know,
that's
we're
beautiful.
just traveling.
That's beautiful. Now, this leads me to my next question: is what is the most interesting province that you like to?
Sorry,
What is the most? What is the most interesting governorate or province that you like to visit always?
I can't hear you. So, no, I can't hear you, Mr.
What
Lee.
is
It was interrupting.
what is the most interesting province that you like to always visit for your work?
It's Ambar, Al Ramadi.
Okay, so you have 1 minute to answer that question.
Salahuddin. The most areas I like to visit is Ambar, since they have good people and good food.
Oh, okay.
And the second one is Salahuddin. Being in Baghdad is the most beautiful one.
Okay, it's
Since, as you know, when you just finish your work, you can go home and meet your wife.
Okay, beautiful. Now, this was an example of a very casual general questions that come and pop up in Ielts test. Now, the second type. Do you hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay, the second type of questions that we regularly see in Ielts are related to topic cards. They do have cards, so they pass you a card and they ask you. Sorry for this alarm. They ask you.
I know it.
They ask you to read the card and then prepare to answer the card in a period of time that is assigned to you. So, for example, they ask you, describe an activity you enjoy doing on the weekends. And then you should say what the activity is and what it involves, when you first started doing the activity, and whether you do the activity alone or with other people, and explain why you enjoy the activity. Maybe you will be talking more than 3 minutes to 5 minutes about it. Maybe they stop you, maybe they interrupt you, maybe they shift you to talk about other topics. Or they pass you a card that says, describe a class you took that was very memorable. You should say when you took the class, where you took the class, the subjects of the class, and explain why the class was so useful. Now, all of this that we have been talking about is related to speaking test, which is between 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes interview. It depends. Or they pass you a card that says, describe your favorite method of travel. You should say what the method of travel is, how often you travel by this method, and whether this travel method is cheap or expensive, and explain why you prefer this method, or you think of this method is your favorite. These are the sample questions that we do have for Ielts speaking test, and they usually pass these as either cards or they pass them to you and have you read them, and then you decide on your beautiful answer. So let me just try to ask you one question of this list. Okay?
Can we just postpone this one, since I have to work on that, the part of test
No, well,
with myself?
oh yeah, of course. But just to ask you a question, so you can keep it in mind. I mean, I'm not giving you IELTS score right now, so I'm just. So, for example, describe your dream job. You should say what the job is, the job requirements, the activities that you are doing, and this job, and explain why this job is your dream job. So you see, there are more than one item that you need to compose and talk about in this particular speaking test, but it's actually very, very nice activity. I mean, you can, I think, I am not exaggerating if I'm saying that for this test, this is the most enjoyable part of the test. You will love it so much because it's going to be semi-casual and it will not have that stress that you do have in other sections. It's just going to be low-key, as we say. Low-key, يعني very casual. Low-key kind of interview, especially if you are meeting an Iraqi person who's interviewing you, which is going to be nice. Okay. Now, at this point, I need to shut up and move to this part here. Give me 1 second, because I need to send you something. Okie dokie. Share. Need to share this. This damn internet is just... Okay. Please click on this link and let me know if it opens. And I prefer you click on it from your laptop, not your phone. Do you have access to internet in your laptop?
Yeah, just give me one. I got it by phone.
Okay. Well, you can do it by your phone if you prefer that, but you're not going to be able to perform the tasks on your phone.
Okay.
Okay.
It's Mustafa Karam program.
Okay.
Why you use Mustafa? I don't know why.
I I told you I was typing that when I was talking to you when I said Mustafa. So now I already changed that. Now what do you see? You see Mustafa or Ahmed? Hello? Hello?
One second, one second. It's Ahmed.
Okay.
I'll just disconnect the AirPods were connected to the laptop, so just give me 1 second. Disconnect it. Hello?
I hear you.
I don't know. I can't reconnect the AirPods to my iPhone. So just give me 1 second to open Skype.
Sure.
Skype. Yeah. So it's okay. Stuff like that. Probably.
No, I shifted it to Ahmed. I do apologize. Like I think you've been in this situation where you keep
That's okay.
where you keep talking to a friend and you just realize that
Yeah. It's not this one. It's not this one.
yeah.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay, now I
Task
don't.
1, get 7 in this listening test.
Mm-hmm.
Task 2, write 300 words on the following essay. Medical researchers, cosmetic companies, and others often perform experiments on animals. Many people feel that experimentation on animals is wrong and should be stopped immediately because animals do feel pain, and there are other alternatives. How do you feel? State your position and explain your reasons. Task 3,
No,
read the
before
sample and
before you read the sample, do you see that I write the essay here? I'm saying right
sorry?
below medical researchers. I'm saying write the essay here. Do you see it?
No.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe because you're seeing that in your phone, so probably it's not
No, I'm
refreshing.
using my laptop. No, I'm using my laptop. So.
I for some reason I don't see you in this document here so far. I want you to refresh. Just refresh the page.
Okay, 1 second. Can't open this page. I think I missed the internet connection here.
That's why you didn't see it.
As I told you, I'm having a disconnection and then it will be connected.
Anyways, it's not a big deal. But below this,
Thank God I'm having a 3G on my phone.
okay, great. Now, what I want you to do is under the essay, write 300 words on the following essay. I want you to write it below so I can give you feedback here and we collaboratively work on it.
Okay, just give me. I missed the document when I was refreshing, so just give me 1 second to reconnect, and I'm disconnected from the internet. My laptop is disconnected. So.
Okay.
Connect. Google Docs. It's okay now. I right. They say here, Ahmed.
Say it again.
Hello. Yeah. Right. They say here, Ahmed.
Okay, perfect. This is where I want you to write down the essay. And for task number 3 for this week. I want you to read the sample answers to the following questions.
Preparing to answer them in my meeting with you.
Okay, I already asked you some of the questions from this document related to your work and your business and your activities. And I just want you to have a look at the sample answers of people to these kind of questions. And these are pretty much standard answers of people who get very high score. So probably if you see the sample answer, you'll get an idea of what you should say in the interview during the speaking section. That's for the speaking. صحة. For what you notice here, we started doing this conversation online, and this is part of the speaking activity. And then for task 1, we're doing listening. So we're doing 2 skills right now. We're doing listening and speaking. And for task number 3, which is 2 in the document, write 300 words.
Yeah.
And for task number 4, which is task 3, to read. So we're doing pretty much 4 skills right now for this test, preparing all together. But each one is independent. And I'm trying not to give you one skill and only focus on that part, but we're just trying to see and cover as much as possible during this time. However, we are covering most of the speaking in this conversation. For listening, you need to do it just like you regularly do that and send me the score on a sheet, and I grade you on that one. For writing, I want you to write 300 words, and I will give you feedback here. Like you notice here for this essay, I will give you a side comment that looks like this. Ahmed, change this word to article. Do you see my comment?
Let me, I think I have to refresh. So, yeah. Seeing.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay, perfect. That's beautiful. So this is how we collaboratively work and reflect about what you write and why you wrote it. And we do discussion of that particular aspect completely. That's it for today. I look forward to seeing you. Send me a message saying I finished the listening and writing. So we will start the next workshop discussing the content of your listening and what you did well and what you did not, and for writing and what kind of feedback you should get from this part.
Okay.
Perfect?
Perfect.
Stay safe and...
26th. So the deadline is next week?
well, we do have... today is Thursday, so probably beginning of next week is going to be... I don't want you to spend long time because you already... you all need... Well, you just have three hours to do the test on site. So if you spend longer time, you are not going to give the same kind of response. Maybe your response is going to be better, but less valuable. Remember something, when you write the 300 words, you need to time yourself 40 minutes.
Okay.
So 40 minutes. I'm writing that here.
Yeah.
And you should...
Google Documents is better.
Uh-huh. So that's much better.
We're getting connected.
Okay, yeah. So we link our thoughts together instead of like having asynchronous document. You send it over and maybe you're not clear about my point of view or something. Okay, well, thank you so much, Ahmed. I look forward to see you in our next meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Have a lovely day. Say hi to your family.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.